So on the second shot here, we're going to go to split screen with 2 shots here. Actually, I'm going to go back, just because of the size of that, I'm going to change this to 45, just so that there's more chance of fitting everything on. So I've moved back to that keyframe, I've decided I want to change it. Again, shift to the side, make sure we're on 0 again. So it's just to change the animation slightly there. Okay, so with more chance of fitting the next shots in. Okay, so we're going to duplicate the second shot so that the shot appears here and in the center. So to duplicate, we do not want to duplicate our audio, so therefore we can lock off our audio, so we're not going to duplicate. I want to put a blade in here because I want to duplicate the rest of the shot. So you have your blade over in the toolbox, or you can hit B as the shortcut. Right, this is snapping here. I want to cut on that keyframe, and this is allowing me to snap to that place. It pulls to the keyframe. If you haven't got your snapping working, it is this icon here. Okay, so if I turn it off, it's not pulling me to the keyframe, to the playhead, sorry. So put the snapping back on, there's our blade. Back to our arrow in the toolbox. The shortcut for the arrow is A. We want to duplicate this shot, so if I highlight that, and Command C or Edit Copy, I'll use the menus just for people at the moment. I copy that. If I want to paste that now, it's going to paste in exactly the same place, so I want to paste above. My playhead is still at the start, so that when I paste the clip, it keeps the sync in order. You'll see that in a minute. So if I want to paste it above, I'm going to click here, which kind of makes that track blind, so it will put it above instead. So now if I paste, we have the clip there. And the sync thing that I said there, if your playhead's at the right place, then it's going to paste from there, and you can see the clips are in sync. Okay, so this second clip, I want this second clip to start in the middle here. So I've got one highlight, so that I can then move it along. Right, notice at the moment it thinks that I want it to shift along because this clip has all the keyframes from our previous one. I don't want the keyframes, so what I'm going to do now is double click the clip I'm working on, go back to the motion. Here's all the keyframes that I don't need for this clip. So to delete them all, your red X at the top puts it back to a normal clip. Okay. Same for any filters. If you're going through a lot of filters and you decide you need to start scratch, you don't need to go through every little element and change it back to normal. Just default it back to the standard. Okay, so all I wanted this to do is be the same size as the previous clip and be in the center frame. So 45, and the scale is correct. Okay, so there's a second clip. So at the moment, okay, so it's just jumping at the same time as the last clip. We'll do that again for the third one, rule of threes, and to fill this in perfectly. So again, move our playhead to where I want to put the next blade. Click the blade, keyframe, cut it there. Again, we want to copy that above to that point, so edit copy, make that track blind so it goes above, and edit paste. So there we go again. This one we don't need to take the keyframes off because I've copied the one I've already taken the keyframes off. So this one I can just shift over and get it nice and neat. Okay, again I don't want the gap there is a little bigger, and because we need these things to be clean, we may as well do things properly and make them aesthetically correct. Shift that in a little bit more. There we go, that's pretty much exact. Double click it just to check, and you can see here I got it matched with the 0, so they're banging the right points there.